It's time once again for America's favorite show, The Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd, brought to you by drfloyd.com.
When we last left our hero, Dr. Floyd, he just deduced that he had somehow been transported into the book The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Matters were made worse by the fact that he had not been transported there alone. Accompanying him on this not-so-jovial journey was his arch-nemesis, evil mastermind, Dr. Steve. We now find our disorganized duo in the very same bushes we left them in last episode as the sun rises on the fictional town of St. Petersburg, Missouri.
I just don't see how it's possible, Floyd. How could we have been transported into a book?
I don't know, but that's what happened.
Well, I simply can't believe it.
You know that fight you got into last night? It happens almost word for word in the opening chapter of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Oh, that's just a coincidence, Floyd. Besides, I refuse to admit that fight even took place.
Oh, it took place all right. And you, my friend, got your clock cleaned.
That's where you're wrong, because A, I'm not your friend, and B, I don't even own a clock. You're going to have to do better than that if you honestly expect me to believe that we're in a book.
Okay, fine. In Chapter 1, that fight takes place on Friday night. And Chapter 2 starts the next morning with Tom coming out to whitewash his Aunt Polly's fence. That fence right over there.
Almost at that very exact moment, the boy Dr. Steve had tangled with the night before appeared on the sidewalk with a bucket of whitewash and set it down next to a long wooden fence.
Okay, now that's just plain weird. How did you know that was going to happen?
Because I've read the book.
So the story of Tom Sawyer is about a kid who gets into a fight and then paints a fence? Ooh, that sounds like a real page-turner.
Actually, it's a great book about a boy growing up on the Mississippi River. It's full of action, adventure, and treasure hunting.
Really? And that all starts after the thrilling fence-painting chapter, huh?
You know, you could probably learn a lot from Tom Sawyer. He actually doesn't end up painting the fence himself. See there? That's his friend Ben Rogers coming down the street there. Tom's gonna convince Ben that whitewashing the fence is actually fun.
Work? Fun? If there's one thing I know, Floyd, is that work ain't fun.
Well, that's the point. Tom tricks the other boys in town into thinking that work is fun. And soon they're begging Tom to let them try. They even start trading with him for a chance to paint the fence.
Will you look at that? Ben just traded his apple for a chance to paint the fence. That's genius. I like this kid's moxie, even if he did get the better of me last night.
Uh-huh.
Say, Floyd, do you think if I gave Tom these 12 marbles I always keep in my back pocket, he'd give me a turn whitewashing the fence?
Well, I suppose so, but...
Awesome, I'll be right back.
Dr. Steve bounds out of the bushes and is soon whitewashing the fence alongside the other boys while Tom Sawyer is relaxing in the shade. After trading several items in his pockets for more turns whitewashing the fence, Dr. Steve strides back to the bushes where Dr. Floyd is still hiding.
Goodness, that was fun, Floyd. You really should go take a turn whitewashing that fence.
No, we've got to figure out a way to get back to Saddle River.
Well, while you work on that, I'll go whitewash one more time and trade the last thing I have left.
What have you got left?
This remote control from that silly translatora machine that sent us here in the first place. I'll be right back.
No, wait, that's it. That remote control will get us out of here.
What?
If you push the button, it should just reverse the process and send us back to the library.
Oh, no, I'm not pushing this again. Remember what happened the last time?
We've got to. It's the only chance we have.
Well, then here, you push the button.
Okay, I'll do it. Here, put your arm around me.
No way. Just because we're stuck together doesn't make us all buddy-buddy.
Fine. Enjoy your new life in St. Petersburg. But since you were the one that got beat up in Chapter 1, that means you've cast yourself in the role of Alfred Temple. And that means in Chapter 18, you'll have to get awfully close to Becky Thatcher, who's Tom's girlfriend in the book. That's going to make Tom real jealous, and he'll want to beat you up again.
So my arm just goes around you like this, right?
Right. Here we go.
Dr. Floyd pushes the button on the remote control. There is a loud bang and the duo vanishes instantly. We now turn our attention to the deck of a mighty ship in the middle of the ocean. There is a sudden flash of light and Dr. Floyd and Dr. Steve come tumbling out of thin air and land directly on top of one of the sailors on the ship.
Oh, we're terribly sorry for coming crashing down on you like that, sir.
No harm done there, mate. You ought to be more careful climbing around on the rigging there.
You mean on top of everything else, this ship is rigged?
Quiet, Dr. Steve.
It is a fine day to be sailing out on the open water, is it not?
It sure is, Mr.
Call me Ishmael.
Ishmael? Oh no!
Oh no is right! It would appear that pushing the button on the remote control has not sent Dr. Floyd and Dr. Steve back to Saddle River City like they had thought it would. Where have Dr. Floyd and Dr. Steve wound up now? Why does Dr. Floyd seem to be so worried about where they have wound up? And will they ever be able to find their way back to Saddle River City?
I sure hope so. I left my ship parked in the 10-minute zone back at the library.
Find out next time on the Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd.
Episode number 703 of The Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd starred Victor Yerrid as Tom Sawyer, www.victoryerrid.com, and Fred Stoller as Ishmael. Music for this episode by Jody Whitesides, www.jodywhitesides.com. This episode was written by Grant Baciocco. Leave us a voicemail at area code 818-332-3053. Episode number 703 of The Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd is copyright 2008 Dr. Floyd Industries. All rights reserved.
Clear the airwaves! Clear the airwaves! It's now time for Dr. Floyd's Imagination Nation Rangers secret message for you members of the Dr. Floyd Imagination Nation. Remember, kids, only official Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd Imagination Nation Rangers can decode Dr. Floyd's secret message with the secret decoder ring, available only from www.imaginationranger.com. All right, grab your secret decoder rings and a pencil and paper and prepare to set your imagination to fun. Remember, Dr. Floyd is counting on you. And here is the Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd Imagination Nation Ranger secret message for episode number 703, A Load of Whitewash. 2, 5, 18, 14, 8, 2, 3, 15, 5, 18, 15, 3, 6, 18, 17, 4, 7, 12, 16, 3, 18, 17, 14. And that was a message from Dr. Floyd himself to all his Imagination Nation Rangers. You can join Dr. Floyd's Imagination Nation and become an Imagination Nation Ranger only at www.imaginationranger.com. And until next time, set your imagination to fun. Say, Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd fans, do you have what it takes to accept the Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd 2008 Summer Reading Challenge? If you can read 10 books from now until September 5th, 2008, you can earn yourself a nifty Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd prize. The challenge is open to Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd fans of all ages, and all it will cost you is the price of one postage stamp. Surf on over to www.drfloyd.com/challenge and download and print out the official 2008 Summer Reading Challenge log. Fill it out as you read your books and then mail it back to Dr. Floyd headquarters. Just a few weeks later, you'll receive a special Radio Adventures of Dr. Floyd surprise in the mail. It's just that easy. What are you waiting for? Get over to www.doctorfloyd.com/challenge, download the reading log, and get reading. And always remember to set your imagination to fun.
Don't just sit there. You're under strict orders to go to www.prairie.com. Hip,